love story. Well, Pastor Vagner and Eliane. So let us resume from where we stopped last week. So last week we talked about the cake.
Yes.
Oh, Miss Eliane, I'm sorry, but that cake
Cake,
was
yeah.
well, that cake was never for his
For his
mother.
mother.
Tonight I don't know if my mother ate the cake or I ate the cake. I don't know.
You don't remember.
These are the kind of the answers that is better to leave to the there, lost in the past. Anyways, so we always expect for the great day, the wedding day.
Yeah.
The day is amazing. For sure you remember that day.
Yeah.
Yes, the preparation. As you said, you receive lots of help
Yes.
because you sacrificed,
All the help.
Yes.
Everything was
provided.
provided.
Everything.
Yeah.
People came to help
Everything
you
was
and everything.
Provided. Even the honeymoon, everything
Wow.
was provided. Everything.
But we know, Pastor Wagner and Miss Eliane, Karina, that real life starts in day 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then if we know couples that they start having problems in the honeymoon, so look at that.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that for many couples, from that first year, that first months would be nice, would be smooth because they're still, keeping the rhythm of the dating time.
Yeah, it's like
So
a date.
they are dating now, but they have some extra benefits, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But as the time goes by, this relationship will take a toll, and we have to be ready for that.
Yes.
You have to understand that now I have to not only to be there with the person that I love for a couple of hours, for a couple of days a week. Now the thing is for real. Now I'm playing the game
Yeah.
every day. Now it is a covenant. And tell us, please, Pastor Wagner and Miss Eliane, what were the challenges you faced, the things that you saw that was that caused a bit of stress? I don't know, the problems you had in the very beginning. If you had no problems, I don't know if you had this blessing to having no problems, was everything smooth? But the things that you see, of course, look now you are good. So when you look back, those things that was a burden was today that's nothing, compared. But in that time, those years, I believe that little things, they were a big deal. How was that for you?
Can you start?
You can start.
So actually, more because the way that we were brought up.
Mm-hmm.
She was brought up in one way, and I was brought in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And until we mesh,
Mm-hmm.
so we will have many problems until we understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
Until she gets the rhythm
Mm-hmm.
of my life, because my life was really, very
Dynamic.
fast and busy.
Yeah.
And she came from a different life. So until she gets all that thing, we had many problems.
Because especially in our case, we pastors, when our wives they come into our lives, they are already aware, about this rhythm. So actually, of course, we are also coming to their lives, but I can say that more you are coming to my
Yeah.
life than
Yeah.
me coming
Yes.
to your life.
Yeah.
I
For
believe
us,
that's
it's too challenge because it's the work of God and the marriage.
and marriage. Yes.
Yeah.
For us, it's a kind of beneficial because we were alone. Now we have someone.
Yeah.
Of course, we
To
have
help,
challenge to
everything.
help me, and for them it is a bit harder because of
Yes.
is a
Yes,
new life.
everything changes.
Yeah.
now.
Everything.
And in my lack of experience, I did not give her time to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the problem, because I wanted her to get in and
Yeah.
move, and
You
sometimes
wanted
she
to see
needs-
her already in the same rhythm you were.
Yeah, and this was the difference, because kind of I was in the gear 3 and she was still
No.
in the gear 1.
Put in the first.
Yeah, so it was kind of my lack of experience gave a lot of problems to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I believe I have to talk to her about it.
Because this is what I think. Maybe
Yeah.
because I was kind of not having much patience with her for her to get the rhythm of the life itself. Yeah.
So, Ms. Eliane, let us hear your side of this everything.
I'm a little bit nervous.
No, don't be. Don't be.
Yeah, as he was saying, because he was a little bit more ahead of me. And sometimes the way that he used to speak, very tough.
Rude can be.
Direct.
Yeah,
It's
can be rude because back in the time I didn't have that balance. You know, I would.
Especially you came from the army.
Yes, and it was so fresh in my mind. That soldier in me that, you know, I would treat her sometimes in a way that today, no way that I would talk to her in such way. Today I have found that balance. But in the beginning, until I get that understanding, we had problems because she will not understand, and she will feel kind of offended, and I will hurt her emotions and so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And how was that from your side, Ms. Eliane, to receive that? Because I assume that when you were dating him, when we were dating, we were just showing the best part of us.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
It's not bad intention, but
When we
You
are
want to
dating,
know,
Pastor
please.
Vagner, it's like it's like a seller. It's like a seller man. You know, selling a product. Look, if I'm
You're
selling
selling
here,
yourself.
no, it's true.
Yes.
Come on.
You want to show
Isn't
your
it?
best.
Of course.
Yeah.
If I'm selling here this bottle, I will not, you know, you will look at the bottle, say, hey, but where's the label? Say, the label is not important. This water came from the mountains, you know, from the mountains in Scotland, yes, from the rocks that, you know, Moses stepped in or something. You know, we'll sell. I would just show the best side. And when we are dating, you know, this is it. We are just showing the best part of us. But marriage is a
it's
time
impossible
of
to hide it.
marriage is a time of revelations.
Yes.
A time of revelations. As we are always saying here, marriage, you will know better, you know, your spouse, but you know even better yourself.
Yourself.
It's like
Yeah.
a mirror, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
So, Ms. Eliane, how was this surprise? Because you got the gift, and the day came, you start open, you know, unwrapping the gift. You say, "Wow, I believe it." You know, it's like that parcel that came to the wrong address. Let me return it.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Yeah, when I was dating him, so he was okay. We did not have problems. But as you were talking about, when we got married, there that starts because of the way that he used to speak. So it's like it used to enter inside of
Straightforward.
me.
Uh-huh.
And I was emotional also in those times. And it was really difficult for me. I did not know how to deal. I was seeing myself in those times. Today I understand. But I was seeing that I was emotional person. I was take everything that he used to say to me. I was not using my faith, so it was really difficult.
And do you remember how long did it take for you to understand? Okay, I'm trying to do the right thing, which is to resolve this problem, but I'm using here the wrong tool, because this is the problem of many people, Pastor Vagner. They have a problem, but they want to resolve, they want to find a solution, but they're using the wrong tools.
tool,
Yeah.
So I believe then was more when we have left to Africa, then when we started, you know, being more, how can I say, being able to fix it. Why? Because in Africa, we were alone.
Depending on each other.
There was no way. We had to make it work.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Pastor. Vagner. Just getting this point. In moments like that you used to face back in Brazil before you go to Africa, did you have the habit to go and, you know, to speak to someone in a family about the situation or not? at least you didn't make this mistake, like going to your mom, going to your sister, say, "Oh, well, you're my husband," blah blah blah.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah.
No.
Or
Thank
even
God.
friends.
No.
Thank
no.
God.
I never went to friends, to my
Yeah.
family to talk
Yeah.
about problems that
Because
you used
actually,
to face.
actually, we always were me and her, and everything that we had to resolve, we resolved in between us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But let me just make another point here on top of that. We are not saying here difference. For example, you woman that was watching us now, perhaps you are suffering an abusive relationship, suffering aggressions. We are not saying that you have to stay quiet. Huh? No, you have to
Yeah.
seek help.
Yeah.
It's a different situation because you never had this kind of attitude. You never beat her up or something like that.
No, it
No.
was let me
Verbally.
say misunderstanding,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes words that
Mhm.
could be spoken in a much better way.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It was never your intention to offend her, to put her down.
Just because of my way of being and what I learned. Because, for example, my father was former military man. My brother was former military man. I was in the army as well. So I was brought up in that environment of being tough, of, and now is what I know. And what I am today is what I learned in the church.
Yeah.
And until I learned all this, it took time. Yeah.
So I believe it costs lots of prayers, huh, Miss Eliane?
Yes, but today I see that it was good because I could see myself and work inside of me. So God, He was showing things about myself.
Yeah.
And that made me strong inside of me because I could not be that emotional person, anything, crying or no. And then I started to work inside of me. So
Yeah, because what used to make me to be kind of frustrated is because I've never seen that emotional side in her when dating.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So so when it used to happen, it used to make
Yeah.
me to be more frustrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because reveal the problem. When
Yeah.
you start
Yes.
speaking
Yeah.
like this, she showed the way emotional.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
side, the side that
the other
was
side.
hidden there.
Yeah.
So, after how long married you sent to Africa,
I believe
Pastor?
5 years.
Yes, 5
around
So 5 years. 5
yeah.
years married you was sent to
Yeah.
Africa. Which country?
Namibia.
Namibia.
Yeah.
And how was there? You didn't
Yeah.
have any family there?
Nobody.
Not even a lost cousin there? Nothing.
No.
no.
Maybe the ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know how many
But nobody that
generations
you
before.
knew.
Yeah. But there was only me and her, and
In God.
and now we have to. Actually, it was really the best thing that have ever happened to us. Why? Because we learned. We thought we knew it before, but we learned to depend on God. It
Even
was
more.
the best thing ever happened to me going to Africa, because we learned to depend on God and to work together. Yeah.
And when did you realize, Pastor Wagner? Because you were saying that you were tough in your words and having this kind of reactions. When did you realize, wow, it's time to change? I have to start working myself. I need to be better towards my wife.
Yeah.
Or I need to use, different words to measure my words.
Actually, the milestone for a real change for me to be today in the stage that I am with her and in my marriage was when I was brought to us the work of the IntelliMan.
Okay.
The IntelliMan and Godlywood was the best thing that have ever happened to me and to her. Because before, we were just by faith. We didn't have much instructions, about love life.
Yes.
Before, we would go by faith and stumble on the situations that we have to face, and have faith that we are going to overcome it.
Yes.
You understand? But then when came the work of the IntelliMan, it helped me, it changed me, because I was a pastor. So I used to think that I'm okay, I'm a pastor.
I have the Holy Spirit.
I have the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I used to think, no, I was already ordained pastor.
Look at that.
You know, we were already ordained.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were already consecrated. So I used to think, no, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when the challenges of the IntelliMan came, I realized that I was really, you know, poor, naked, and blind. Then I started working on myself, and meanwhile came the work of the
Godly.
godly
Wood.
wood, and she started working herself. This is what brought us to our grounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, brought us to the place where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And what about
Wow.
Catch?
yeah.
When she came around?
I think in Namibia we arrived 2002. So she was born the end of 2003.
2003.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How was that?
3
Were you
years.
planning that? How was that?
I was not planning. Just before I get married,
Mhm.
I used to have thoughts like
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a child,
Mm-hmm.
even with K, the letter of K.
Mhm.
I'll put her name. So after 5 years of marriage,
She came around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
because I was when she told me, "Oh, Wagner, I'm pregnant," that day, you know, everything started to change inside of me because now I said, "My God, now will not be only two.
Yeah.
Now it's three.
Three of
There's
us,
one
yeah.
soul that's
A
coming to the
big
world."
responsibility.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
because many parents, they want to have the child, but they don't think about the salvation of that soul that they are bringing
That's
to
a
the world.
very important
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, so this was always my concern,
Mhm.
you know, and is my concern because, you know, imagine.
Yeah, all of us, we're still fighting.
Yeah,
For our
you
salvation.
know, yeah.
Yes.
And I believe I have not only single people, but also married people and those who have already, you know, children and people that perhaps they are facing challenges with teenagers. How old is she now? 15?
17.
17?
Oh, 17. Wow.
Pastor
I was
Wagner,
thinking
prepare
she's
yourself.
Yeah.
15.
No.
Prepare
And the
yourself,
guy-
Pastor
and the guy must be
Wagner.
courageous.
Huh?
And the guy must be courageous. to come.
Wow. Catch.
Catch very, very soon. Yes.
But you know, when she was born, everything was okay. God provided everything. But when she was at the age of 2 years and a half, so that's age that he also was not easy. Many things happened,
Yeah.
like she disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day I was recording the radio program, and I'm seeing the people in the because the studio had a kind of a glass that I could
Yes.
see outside, and I'm seeing everybody there desperate, and I said, "My God, what's going on?" And then I allowed them to come into the studio, né? And they said, "Oh, Cat disappeared."
My
Wow.
I said,
goodness.
"Please, everybody, get away from here. I don't want to hear about anything." And I continued there,
The program.
the program. Then they came back saying, "Oh, someone found her somewhere there and brought her to the
Wow.
church."
Wow.
My goodness.
Yeah.
God
Then you
found
finished
her.
the
Yeah.
program.
And I finished the program. Yeah.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah, you decided to trust God.
because
Yeah.
what can I do?
true.
Yeah.
You know how we found her? I went around the church to one side, and I saw just a lady holding her hands, taking her to the church.
Look at that.
And then I ran to see, and the lady told me, I found this girl here, just 2 years and a half. Imagine how I was.
I tried.
And then
Desperation.
and then she said like, no, I saw this girl here, and I thought maybe her mommy is in the church and then praying, and she forgot about the child. And then she was taking Kathleen to the church.
Wow.
You see,
Look at that.
God protecting her.
Protecting, yes.
Yeah. And you know, since she was born, we make sure do not put Kathleen between us.
Yes, it was one agreement in
important.
between us. One mistake that parents they do.
Go ahead.
That little beautiful baby born.
Mm-hmm.
So what the mother she does? She puts the baby in between the couple in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mistake. The baby needs to have his crib, and the bed belongs to the couple.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Never bring your child to your bed.
Can you see?
It's a rule.
Hey,
It's a rule.
let me come close to
It's a
this one.
rule.
Hey, are you hearing this one? Are you getting this? Can you understand? Look, maybe if I was the one saying that, you would say, "Ah, come on, you don't have children.
Ah, it's so easy
You
to
don't
say.
understand. You don't understand." Hey, we're talking to you as a father, a mother. People that they know how is that, because there are people, Pastor Wagner, they think, but that will be a problem, for my son, my daughter. Oh, they need to feel the warmth of my body, my embrace.
Even for mother, né?
Especially
Yeah.
mother, especially
And
mother.
back in the
Yeah.
time, we didn't have condition to buy a crib. So I
Because you
would
were in
say-
Namibia, it's true.
Yeah, we were in Africa and we didn't have condition to buy a crib. So I would say to Eliane, make sure that she will be comfortable with, all we can. But here on the bed is only me and you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Courageous, huh?
Courageous.
Courageous. No, but that's necessary.
And you obey. né?
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
No, you were fine with that, I believe.
No, but that is, that's what causes problem to many couples. That's what
Yes.
separates many couples because the mother start giving more attention to, start giving more attention to the baby than to the father.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people forget that there is a hierarchy
Yes.
also in the marriage. Is husband and wife, then comes the children.
Yes.
Even there are mothers in the situation said, "Oh, okay, so I will sleep with my daughter. So you
Yes.
sleep alone
Yeah.
because
Stay
she
alone.
needs me."
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And also I remember when Kathleen, she used to cry
Yeah.
when something wants to raise, and then Kathleen, she was crying. My husband, Eliane, go and see what's going on because Kathleen, she's crying. And I used to tell him, no, just leave her. She will stand up
Yeah.
because I wanted to him to keep that trust that God was there taking care of her. Because if I could go there straight away, try to see what's going on with Kathleen,
Because we
maybe his heart would go and to be there with her on her.
Yeah, because I was anything that would happen, I would ask her, is she breathing? Because we
Yeah.
didn't have anybody,
Even put the hands
Extreme
like
care.
yeah, because we didn't know. We were by ourselves, we were
Yes.
alone, and all this made us to really, learn how to trust God and be more united.
to support each other.
Yes. So let us start, giving an advice to the single ones. If you could say, let us do this. You, Ms. Eliane, will give an advice to the girls or to the women, and you, Pastor Wagner, to the men. So, what kind of advice? Imagine now you single. Imagine if you would be a single nowadays, 2021. Imagine now that Wagner of I don't know how many years ago, alone. These days, imagine that Eliane from years ago, now alone. With the knowledge you have, with the experience you have, what you would say to the single ones that are watching us now?
For me, is to wait on God. Because I remember in my time, I used to tell myself, God, I don't want men from the world. I close my eyes. I don't want none of them. I just want someone from your house, the same faith, in the same spirit, my God. And I used to ask God, I want someone from you. What do you want for me? I didn't want to choose, I want a man like this, a man with material things. No, my God, I want a man from you. You will give me this man.
And you, Pastor Wagner?
Yeah, in my case, I would do the same what I did because for
Because
sure.
remember, today we have social media, we have Instagram, we
Yeah.
have
it's different.
what else? Facebook. What else, Chad? Helping with the social medias. You are the internet guys. You Instagram and many other social media. We have all these grams and
Snapchats.
Googles and chats and
Snapchat.
all these things.
So, is to find a lady that have the same purposes of yours, that have the same projects and plans of yours. Because many couples, they have a problem because they get into a relationship and one has a a project to go to the left, and the other one has a project to go to the right. So it will not work.
Yeah.
So you need to have the same objectives. This is what I advise. And of course, I'm talking about people of God, people in the church. But even so, you may find people that are in the church but don't have the same objectives of yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So find the person with the same objective.
Ufa. May God bless you all. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.